Hello boys and girls, my name's Wendy Woo and I'm Santa's apprentice, and today I'm going to show you a Christmas arrangement that you can all have a go. I've one of these wonderful tall vases. I purchased mine from that Swedish home group, but I've noticed them lately in the charity shops. I've filled it with some lovely pine cones and I've made my own lovely crystals which I've glued together, placed in the vase with some lovely Christmas lights. To put my flowers in, I'm going to use one of these bumps, or you may see them in church used as a pew end for a wedding. So these things just aren't available for weddings, they can be used for Christmas. To save time, I've greened up a bump already, just with some leather leaf. Available from a florist, you'll only need 2 or 3 pieces for the whole design. I'm just going to then place my bump onto the vase, just like so. That's the little crystal I used, glue gun, and you can glue them into lovely chunks. I'm sure you've some of those in the bottom of the cupboard somewhere. To bring the crystals into the arrangement, I'm using one of these non-real sparkly branches, and buy it as a whole branch and then cut it all up into pieces. And I've mounted them onto some wire. Just use some stem tape. So I have a lovely piece to place into my design. Top and bottom, just like so. And that really brings the inside out, as they say. I have a few more little pieces that I shall place around the sides. If they're a little bit long, just trim them with your scissors. Just so you need some new scissors for Christmas, because this Santa's apprentice has probably just blunted hers. There we are, just like so. Now I'm going to add a few flowers. And I have these lovely little spray carnations, spray dianthus. And as you see, I should be looking for a pointed piece just to go in first, just like so. So I'm going to place that following the line of my first leather leaf. The best type of flowers to use in a bump are just thin stemmed flowers. You don't want any big thick pieces going into this. Just placing them around. And you may find your piece of spray carnation, there's too many on the stem. So just trim it down. There we are. There's a twin. We don't need these little pieces of bud. Bringing it down. Continuing with this little shape. Even the little pieces are handy, just to put towards the back, just to take your eye through. And building up the design. Just like so. There's a lovely long piece. That gives a nice line to the design. Just going to place that in, flowing downwards. into my bump, I just want to add an area of calm because it's looking busy. So I have this lovely little ivy leaf, and the ivy is called Glacier. I'm just going to place that just right into my foam. And as you can see, lovely white edge. And let's add another further down. There we are. Just to hide the top and the handle. There we are. Just using a rhythmic line either side of that bump, coming towards the centre. I'm also going to add a few more pieces of greenery, and I love using this rosemary officinalis. It's a rosemary to you and me, and when I finish this demonstration I'm going to sit down to a lovely roast lamb dinner with Santa. But I'd like to say hello to anyone in New Zealand who may be watching, Francine and her friends, because I know rosemary officinalis is what you wear a sprig of on Anzac Day. And we grow plenty of it in Santa's garden. Just using it as a filler piece of greenery. Just have a sprig at the top. There we go. And another flower I'd like to use, which you can purchase again from a florist, so you only need a few stems, a beautiful rose. And this is called Avalanche, which is very suitable for a snow looking design. We hope Santa doesn't meet any avalanches when he's coming round on Christmas Eve. Lovely white, creamy white rose. Just going to place it in my bump, and this will really hold your eye. This is a slight one in bud, which I'm actually going to use further down. If you have trouble holding your stems in the floral foam and they drop out, use a little bit of this floral glue on the end of your stem. Make sure you cut the stem to a nice sharp point. And then just put it up through the floral foam. Just like so. And again, I want to repeat that line of flowers. Placed 4 in, and I don't like 4, it can be an odd number. So let's put a 5th one just towards the back to take your eye through, just like so. I can now add a few more of these little white carnations just to the centre. where I've got that space, just to take your eye in. And how about a few more bits of sparkle? Straight into the centre. And I think this other piece can just go towards the base again. Easily cut because they're quite fine, this wire, just like so. And just to add some snow effect, I love nothing more than the lovely old gypsophila. Covers up a multitude of sins as well, and of course it has the lovely little fine stems. Just going to quickly paste these in because Santa told me I only have 8 minutes for this, and I certainly hope I don't overrun or he'll leave me stranded on top of the roof. Be away in his sledge. I hope you've noticed my little friend, the elf behind me. Elf on the shelf. So remember, ladies, boys and girls, be good, because the elves report back to Santa. One more sprig of the gypsophila. So as you can see, this design has cost less than £25, which Flowers Northwest asked me to stay in budget. And I think if you're a friendly florist, she'll probably charge you even less. So do support your local shops. Don't go for those horrible mixed garish supermarket bunches. So as I say, boys and girls, put this on your Christmas list. And another thing to put on your Christmas list is the Flower Ranger magazine. Available now, comes straight to your door. So if you're looking for extra Christmas presents, I'd put that on Santa's letter. So be good, and a Merry Christmas and a very healthy New Year.